And we're all the way into semi-final number 1 with Owen Wright, number 12 on that Jeep leaderboard, versus Jordy Smith, number 6 on the leaderboard. Rain squall coming through, but offshore winds holding the wave faces up, making for hollow conditions for this matchup. Scratching into this one, this is going to be Owen Wright on the opener. Stalls off the bottom, no barrel on offer, and Wright hands over first priority to Jordy Smith.
You see if Jordy's behind, and he is.
Jordy Smith under the hook, completes the barrel, kicks out right behind Owen Wright. And as he paddles back out, let's check in with the last heat winner. Quarterfinal number 4 went to Seth Moniz.
That's not the case here at Teahupo'o. Teahupo'o does everything on its own measure. And that was pretty solid. Again, that was one of the bigger waves this morning for Owen. And as a late takeoff, got right underneath it pretty nicely. A shorter barrel, so I think that'll keep the score modest. It's not going to be a 10, you know what I mean? But it's going to be a solid one for him. So drawing first blood, Teahupo'o.
The folklore of Teahupo'o continued to grow, and now it's a constant stop on the championship tour and something to check off the bucket list for any surfer. Owen Wright, nice job threading through that barrel, setting up perfectly. So he's going to back up that 8-point ride. Let's get some reaction from the channel with Strider Wazalewski. Owen Wright, Ross.
And you can see 7.17, and that wave was nowhere near Jordy. So that's the advantage of not having priority. You can sit further in, you can look for those double ups. And when I say double up, what I mean by that is a lot of the energy, it doesn't touch the outside reef, and so it almost is ×2.
Ton of pressure now on the shoulders of the South African surfer in the purple jersey. Jordy Smith, here he is for the comeback. Grabs the rail, hucks on the inside that barrel, gets really high, but is able to control the exit and kicks out into the channel. He was in a combination needing a 15.17 to come out 2-wave total, but with that last wave, he's probably going to get out of that combination and into a 1-wave requirement. We're waiting for the judge's decision.
You know, Jordy is going to have to make sure he stays deep. And on that wave, he drew a line where it spit him out into the channel a good second or even 2 earlier than he wanted. If he's going to join Owen with 8s, you know, those scores 8s and above, he's really going to have to stuff himself as deep and critical as possible.
Do you think he got at least a 5.18? Welcome back to the Tahiti Pro, presented by Hurley. Owen Wright pulling into a barrel way deep, comes out, yanks on that rail for a nice down carve for Owen Wright. So he had priority, and he's bringing more pain to his opponent, Jordy Smith, on that last ride.
When it rains, it pours. No pun intended there. Owen just turning up the heat on Jordy Smith. So now it's going to be really tough for Jordy.
Owen Wright for this wave, Ross.
Okay, so he's trying to better a 7, and you know what I want to focus on. And let's see how he took his time and he paddled straight. He even paddled backwards a little bit towards the beach, and that's what separates Owen from a lot of competitors. It's his positioning, what he does before he stands up, Teahupo'o. And you know, from there he stood up and just surfed the wave and got spit out.
Anticipate a big score for Owen. Thanks for watching the Tahiti Pro presented by Hurley on Fox Sports. We're in a semi-final number 1. Winner of the semi-final moving on into the final, and it's Owen Wright with a 7.67 to improve upon his 2-wave heat total, matched up against Jordy Smith. Owen Wright looking to make it back-to-back for finals appearances here in Tahiti.
Owen just very clever. And Jordy, nice barrel of himself, for himself, improving on a 4.33. Nice late drop. Unfortunately for Jordy, that wave didn't have that.
That's only if Jordy can get past Owen Wright, and Owen is having a heyday in this semi-final number 1, emerging from the barrel once again.
Well, Owen's in great rhythm with the ocean right now. Every time it's his priority, it seems like a great wave comes his way. Stay focused, stay right in your little box there. And pay attention to the conditions, because we talked about how you really need to be in the right spot at the right time out here.
In contrast, Owen Wright is going to keep on surfing on the inside of Jordy Smith, who has priority. And it almost seems to me that Owen Wright may be attempting to distract Jordy with his constant surfing under Jordy's priority. Owen Wright going back-to-back with final appearances here at the Tahiti Pro, presented by Hurley. The numbers on the bottom there, 8-point ride, followed up with a 7.67 by Owen Wright as he earns his spot into the final.